That might work. Yeah. Hello, guys. I forgot to turn my microphone on. So, I am back at Turnabout Bloodlines. It's been 40 minutes since we ran into White. So, it's been about 45 minutes since recess has been put on. We are currently in court. Now, if you'd like to know what's going on, I suggest you watch the last 4 videos. I'll have them listed down in the description. If you do not wish to watch them, you don't have to, but spoiler work. Look at me's dead. Francisco's on things, and I missed 1.5 court cases because I could not figure out how to do them. So we missed a lot of information. This one these are fan custom made, I believe. And it took 4 years to create, and I didn't do very well with them. So they did well with them, but I didn't. And his Mr. White's dialogue is so bad. So go watch the last few episodes, and you'll sort of get caught up. So also, a prison break was an orchestrated to allow a death row prisoner or prisoners to escape. Who did it? Who the target or targets for this was no one knows. See, all people that were put behind bars are now gone. But the idea I get from this case is that the culprit is willing to kill in order to protect themselves. And if it's true, then even a courtroom is no longer a safe place to be. The entire city of Los Angeles may be in danger of these people. And if it's not bad enough, the prison break has also let loose a band of murderers. Many think it's only a matter of time before they return to their old ways and crime rate escalates. And thanks to Rad White bribing the wardens, they can't even be brought back to prison. Dear God, what a mess. It's enough to make a man cry. Huh? I was so lost in thought for a moment that I didn't even notice all the noise stopped. Whatever that means, the search is finished. The search is finished, sir! Ah! Well, there's my answer. The trial is completed in 5 minutes, right, sir? Your request is present in the courtroom. I think you mean presence is requested. I know what I said, sir! Oh, of course you do. Make it stop! Make it stop! Enough of this foolishness. You! In the courtroom! Now! You have a not guilty verdict to win. Phoenix, right? Yeah, also an unsympathetic, you may have a point. I need to stop dwelling on what's happened and focus on what's happening now. Figure out what's going on with the prison break situation later. Right now, there's one thing I need to focus on, and that's proving Ziska's innocence. Get ready, Portsman. It's time to get serious. I really hope you could hear me, because I'm not redoing all that. Wait a minute. The trial of Francisco von Karma shall now resume. Mr. Portsman, I've gotten word that your search has been concluded. Is that correct? I suppose I'm to take that as a yes. Very well. In that case, has your search produced any results? Talk with your words, sports boy. Oh, if you insist. Chief, I'm happy to let you know that my men found exactly what the thing they were looking for. Peeps, feast your eyes on this! That's not, okay, question. How do they get it out of court anyhow? This is the murder weapon. At least, we certainly think so. Admittedly, the lack of rifling marks makes it a rather hard thing to prove. But considering that we found it, certainly seems like a pretty safe bet. And pray tell, where did you find it exactly? In a secret compartment located within the upper deck of courtroom number 2. Exactly where the shooting took place, in other words. This compartment was found directly behind where the pillars would have been last night. Which means the killer could have very well hid the rifle there without being seen. this would most certainly appear to be the murder weapon we've been looking for. Who would have thought to find it in the courthouse of all places? I mean, granted, I've found fairly bizarre things in the courthouse before. Such as this one time I found bits of a balloon stuck to it on needles of a cactus in the hallway. Another time I found this odd contraption that shot coffee cups directly at the prosecutor's desk. Why, once I even found a fire extinguisher covered in blood. What a scary sight that was. And while we're on the subject of courthouse anomalies, has anyone else noticed that whenever a new defense attorney comes in for the first trial, the air in the defendant lobby takes a scent of fresh lemons? I have no idea where it comes from. Try as I might, I can never find the source of that smell. Chief? Oh, yes, right. The sniper rifle. Sorry, I almost forgot about it for the moment there. In any case, the court accepts the sniper rifle as evidence. What we presume to be the rather exclusive murder weapon, elusive murder weapon, while it can be proven due to the lack of rifling marks, one has think that the gun was used to shoot Look at Me, found in a secret compartment on the outer region of the upper deck. Now question, why couldn't you stick the bullet in the sniper rifle and fire it to see if it actually fires? And if it doesn't, hey, sniper rifle, it's a no. Also, who snuck a sniper rifle into court? Oh, bullet update. A pending bullet retrieved from Look at Me's temple. Strangely enough, with no ballistic markings to be found, was the closest thing murder weapon we have until the sniper rifle was found. While it can be proven, I have to think it came from that very rifle. Anyways, you know what this new fact means for your case, your spines. Oh, so much talking. Why, yes, I do, unfortunately. That alibi of Francesca that you were so insistent about earlier is now null and void. Just like her life is going to be after I get her guilty. But at the very least, she can go down knowing that she was caught by a better prosecutor than her. Oh, he's really lucky that she can't reach him from the defendant's seat. She'd probably shoot him in cold blood for that remark. Come on, to think of it, she'd probably shoot me in cold blood too for letting him say that. I sound so enthusiastic. So, Spines, do you see now just how I play this little game of ours? I start pounding on you early and never let you up for air. Just like Coach always used to say. When you walk by one of your opponents down on the ground, rip off his shirt. That's all I saw. I got a bad feeling the coach was a bad influence. Mr. Portsman, about this secret compartment. How much do you know about it? How long has it been there? Who put it in there? I don't really know those kind of details. The only reason we were able to find it was because the men were stopping around so much there they noticed how the whole part of the floor was hollow. I see. So then you have no idea who knew about it. I see what you're playing at. How would Francesca know about something like that? Is that what you want to know? A fairly good question, wouldn't you agree? But I see the thing. I see. But here's the thing. That question could be asked about anything. Oh gosh. I can't read or speak. Who would know about something like that? Not for nothing. But not for nothing, so they would know. So they would know for something. But Francesca is a prosecutor who's visited this courthouse several times. More times than any of the people that are visiting anyway. If you ask me, out of all of our suspects, she is the one that's most likely to know about it. Mr. Portsman has a point, Mr. Wright. And your thoughts? Your Honor, I disagree with your claim, Mr. Portsman. Cool story, bro. Cool story indeed. One that we'd like to hear, Mr. Wright. What you're saying about now of someone else who might know about the secret compartment. Absolutely, Your Honor. Or, I mean, absolutely, Your Honor. Looks like Portsman Coach isn't the only bad influence around here. Alright then. Please still saying. Start. And Richie escaped the only person who's committed murder. I don't know what I've done! I don't want to say that Mervyn Grossberg did, because he probably never did. Crowd! That person, the ones who know about Your Honor. And they would know about this how? Because, well, I am... What's a no? Your point? Ooh. Marvin Grossberg! That person, they once... Oh dear. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Well, my phone buzzed. But I'm an idiot. Someone else might know about it. Person, we don't know. Trials come to an end. Fitting end. So I must write with this trials come to an end. Miss Von Karma, I trust that you've been following this trial up to this point. I knew this would happen. From the moment I was forced to become your client, Phoenix Judge, I knew this would happen. I averred you. The forge was a miserable, foolish, pathetic fool's excuse for you, defense attorney. You failed me. Guilty. Send immediately that. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly restart this. It can't be the end. I'm gonna have to restart it. Okay, so I went back. I am here. I'm gonna hit agree now. I agree. Afraid I just can't argue its logic here. Of course you can't. How could it ever its own argue it's Princeton? Sees his point. Then I see no prisoner for long. Wait, what? And so for the murder of Luke at me, the court finds the defendant Francisco Von Karma. Objection! Wait a minute, Your Honor. You can't end the trial yet. You just admitted that Von Karma is most likely the one to know about the Karma. Well, I was wrong. I can buy that. Spines is wrong quite often. Very well. I'll give you a chance to present your argument, Mr. Wright. But first, I must penalize you for wasting the court's time. Oh, really? Note yourself. Learn when to object. I disagree your appointment, Sportsman. Little story, bro. Okay, so I have a save set at the agree thing. So, how about we just go through everybody? Someone else might know about it. Look at me. Permission. So... Oh! Grace at me! She goes up there almost all the time. Your Honor, I'm sure they recognize the girl here. She does look familiar. Oh wait, I remember her. Homecoming Queen. Class of 1973. No sir, she was born in 2003. It's not a grandchild of mine that I've never known about. That would be rather embarrassing. Your Honor, her name is... I know her name, Mr. Wright. It's not that race. Let me think now. It was, I just thought. She goes up there all the time. I'm such an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna quickly... The reason I'm doing that is because I don't have a lot of life. So I just did that because I want life. Because I feel like it, so... Here, Oh, I know. She's the one in school there that puts the blonde wig and doubles as a pop star. Oh, wait. What's her name? Carmen Sandiego? So many horrible references. Your Honor, her name is Grace. Ask me. She's the victim's daughter. She testified yesterday. Ah, yes. That was my next guess. Yes, of course. In any case, I believe that she's current suspects. The one most likely to know about the secret compartment would be her. Interesting. Care to tell us why? Simple. She is a courtroom expert. She's been visiting those upper decks for all her life. And she herself told me that if any changes were made to the deck, she would know about them. Objection! Sorry, Spines, but just saying she's a courtroom expert won't hold up as proof. How about you show us some evidence to expertise? I'll show you proof. Courthouse, no. Well, I'm glad to show you. Wait. Does that say, like, Grace? We'll gladly show you. Look at me's history, crime scene photo. I'm going to use that. Earlier in the trial, I presented this to the court. The seeing chart, Mr. Wright. Indeed. As it turns out, the person who provided the seeing chart to me was Grace Atme. Am I right? Is she the murderer? I'd be so happy if I'm right. She was the one who printed this chart out and labeled Francisco's seat at the request of her brother. This proves her expertise. Objection! Sorry to burst your bubble, Spines, but all this proves that she has a working printer. Objection! She has more than just a printout piece of paper, Mr. Sportsman. She also knew where Francisca sat. Her seat is marked right here on the chart, and they have had to have done their research. They have had to have done research. Allow the defense to make its case. It is my belief that both of the Atme siblings were up on the upper decks that day. Grace has testified to the extent, and that we know the proof that Starr was there, though he disputes it. With the victim being a former gunsmith in mind, I put forth the possibility of he himself making a sniper rifle to sell on the black market. I had absolutely no proof of that. Was basically just bluffing to the maximum, though. But in the case, said rifle would come out of the Atme siblings' own home, giving them easy access to it. The rifle was found in a secret compartment on the upper decks of courtroom number 2. There are few people who would know anything about it. However, I am one of the opinion that Grace Atme is one of those people. She has been visiting those upper decks ever since she was a little girl, and told me herself she'd know if any changes were made. She could have easily let Starr know how about this as well. All these facts together lead me to believe one thing. Both Grace and Starr Atme are viable suspects. A thoughtful argument, for sure, but I'm afraid there's just one thing missing. Your puzzles. Motive. To go through all the trouble to kill your own father, you need a hell of a lot of pushing. So I must ask possible reason why either Grace or Starr Atme for killing their dad. Don't even think about presenting that will again. may have worked up getting started up for, frankly, you could have accused me about anyone presenting their parents' wills. If you want me to accept your argument valid, I need something more sustainable. Swore at me, siblings. No. Establish a conclusive narrative. You can do that. I knew this was going to lead to this eventually. Can't afford to screw up here. Enough stalling, Spawn. Make your choice. I'm going to make a save there. Fine, then. I have chosen the same motive. Bluff Terranone something. Right. Mr. Wright, I'll have to know about not fond of bluffing in the courtroom, not fond of a Sharpie out of one's sock to write. Autographs with a minute. Jeez, you guys. It's not funny. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? This is no game. I'm not bluffing, Your Honor. I have a proof motive, and it's right here. Okay. So the news article concerns the mother's death. Do that. In order to prove that my siblings had a motive, I must take you back several years. 7 years to be precise. 7 years, Miss Wright. Yes, because the siblings may believe that their father is the one who had the failing car, made the car fail, which killed their mother. 7 years? Yes, so go look at this newspaper article. 7 years ago, Carmen Atme, wife of Luke and mother of Grace and Star Atme, met an unmeetable design. She was driving along a routine route when the engine mysteriously failed, causing the car to careen down a hill and leading to Miss Atme to her death. She was declared a freak accident by the police, one that could have not been avoided. I think I remember hearing about that once, but why are you bringing it up now, Mr. Wright? That should be obvious to Your Honor. The defense is still in the belief that this was no accident. No, oh no. This was a murder. What? No. If it was a murder, why is it can't bring up order. I won't hesitate throwing you out if you don't quiet down now. It's right. Are you serious? Of course he isn't serious. Serious to burst of bubble spines. But when the police were investigating her death, they did a very thorough background check of Miss Atme to find out who had a motive. And they found nobody. Carmen Atme was a sweet little woman with a single enemy in the world. Really. Nobody would have done it. Not at one, because I think of someone that would. And if you don't mind saying, I think the excellent Zvari. What? Mr. Wright. Are you implying that you're implying? What I'm implying is exactly what I'm implying, Your Honor. Mr. Atme was a murder done by no other than her husband, Luke Atme. Ha! And here I thought there were some low spines, even something. Clearly, I was wrong here. Say whatever you wish, Portsman. I won't change a thing. You can't deny that I'm right, that the Atme siblings would have a very valid motive. Mainly, avenging their mother. That voice just now, where did it come from? Who said it? It was me. Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. How could you? Grace. I can't believe you would do such a thing, Mr. Wright. I mean, I'm not being mean. I know we should have lied like we did, but I tried to make it up to you, okay? And you said it was okay. So how could you say these things about our parents? Grace, I know about my day was just another criminal to you. But still, he wouldn't have done that to her. To her mommy. I can't do that. Yeah, how could you? They've lost both their parents. How would they bring this upon them? And accuse them of killing their dad too, you are a monster. Somehow I saw that coming. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I didn't mean to get everyone, to gang up on you like that. Please, everyone stop. Oh, but saying that might be mean to... I mean, they're... just don't know. Well, the girl tries to be sweet even when she's angry with you. Now, see here, Miss Atme. I realize watching this unfold, it must have been tough for you. But I can't allow outbursts like this in the courtroom. Please, take your seat. I'm sorry. Ah, well, you don't have to take this so personally. Just don't let this happen again, okay? I won't, but Mr. Wright, can you just please reconsider? Please do this, please. From the very beginning, it was difficult, making an accusation. Neither Grace nor Star seemed to be bad kids, but they've been through so much. But Star being those stands and all this lying they've done to protect him, can I really just accept that it's all because some weird promise that he made? I'm doing the right thing, aren't I? Grace, what do I tell you? Ahem. Now that the outburst is taken care of, let's return to the matter at hand, okay? Happy to do so, Chief. Now, Spines, I concede that if Luke did kill his wife, then what would be a strong motive? And just one problem with that. The police decided that Miss Atme's death was an accident a long time ago. Since before either of us stepped in court here. This case has been considered closed. Really hope you don't think providing them wrong 7 years ago and the facts will be easy. When doing something you do manage to prove that this was a murder, you must know there is no way of a device of evidence against Luke Atme. You really know to make a case sound hopeless, don't you? So what, I do? Well, we aren't going to get anywhere talking amongst ourselves about this. We need to call someone to stand to testify of the incident and determine whether or not this is truly an incident. Let's say Spines handled this one. Me. Well, Spines, well, Mr. Wright, any guys who to testify about the car crash? Yes, we will find out about that next episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below on something you'd like me to do in the future. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.